Welcome to the Canversation podcast, where we will dive deep into the world of can manufacturing, innovation, and industry insights, brought to you by Intralox, the global leader in conveyance solutions. I'm your host, Erin Oakes, and today we're going to talk some about productivity. To shed some more light on it, we have Bathke, a global account team leader at Intralox with 15 years of experience in the conveyance industry.
Thank you for having me on the pod, Erin. Happy to be here.
Of course. And Jasper, Joosten, the industry team leader at Intralox with 25 years of experience in manufacturing and automation.
Thank you, Erin. Great to be here together. Thanks.
Our best first guest for our first episode. So we'll get into it. For productivity, it's important to Intralox as a company. We have it on the wall in every meeting room that you might walk into. Do you want to tell everyone a little bit more about what productivity means to the company?
Thanks, Erin. I think it's a great question to start with. So within the culture of Intralox, the definition of productivity is very well defined as reducing a company cost or increasing customer value. And we do this with a combination of teamwork, efforts, and a high focus on ideas. And I believe that that also comes back on how we approach our work with our customers.
And thinking about, what our customers are needing today, it's simply higher line output with less human intervention and less product loss. So thinking about how do we help our customers generate more SKUs in different formats with that shrinking workforce, that's really where we need to collaborate to figure out those best solutions for the future.
And if I can add to that, Jack, what is very deep in the culture also in Intralox is then setting goals and focusing on what are the obstacles and looking together with the team on how to overcome these.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Our customers might have some different definitions of productivity. Do you want to explain a little bit more what we hear from them?
Yeah, definitely. So in the can industry, it's all about how to make more two-piece cans from the same raw materials, and there we also support a lot on focusing on which are the obstacles to achieve that, and I think the culture of ideas that we have really contributes also to that.
Mm-hmm.
And keeping the can at the center of the conversation, it's a substrate that effectively allows for a really diverse number of products and sizes, which is really what the market and our customers and partners demand.
Mm-hmm. You talked a little bit about getting more cans out the door and that kind of topic with our customers. This has been on my mind lately because our group's been rereading the book The Goal, which talks a lot about manufacturing and productivity and those kind of topics. And there's the talk of efficiency versus throughput. And so some of our customers might have a decorator that's 90% efficient, but every can is falling off the pin stripper. So it's really not helping them get more cans out the door. Do you want to talk a little bit more about how they look at that difference?
Yeah, if we think about efficiency, we think about all the sensors and different ways of measuring output, pallet loads, et cetera. Mm-hmm. But also we have to think about that human cost for our customers. If you have a belt that's broken, it's 110 degrees in July on a mezzanine over an oven. Can you find that right maintainer to repair that belt? How many people will it take? Is it a 30-minute fix? Is it a 5-hour fix? And those challenges, really where the rubber hits the road, can really be detrimental to that day's shift, or potentially even more impactful.
Mm-hmm. Seems like in all of Intralox's industries and from all of our customers too, we hear about the struggle of having the right people and enough people to get the work done in a plant. Do you want to talk about any products we have that might have improved those situations for customers?
Yeah, and if I can answer that one, there's throughout the years there have been many different products that have been brought to the market. But if I think about one specific that really has supported to increase uptime and reduce spoilage on the line, it's definitely the 9000 washer belt. We have seen several. Well, that has been adopted during the years by our end users and also the main OEMs. And we really see that not having to get into the line with safety issues once every 3 years to change a metal belt, a reduction of up to 10 hours of downtime with the corresponding cost, but also a high up to 25% reduction of necker ejections at the necker are all really contributing to productivity. So we really talk much more than only supplying a belt. I can only talk about my personal recent travel, but I've seen some plants in Europe where that belt is running over 12 years. So if you really make the sum of how many hours in downtime and increased safety for the employees that has been during those 12 years that belt is already running, I think that's a great example of how we contribute to productivity.
One thing about in the more recent past, an area where customers saw a lot of challenges was in the high-speed inspection after the pin stripper. A lot of customers were sharing with us that they were having to change that belt every 3 months or maybe every 6 months. So really thinking about how did we pair a material to an existing belt series to optimize that application. And with that new pin stripper application, our installs have outlived more than 12 months of runtime with a potential for 18 plus months. So really bringing innovation into that space to solve those maintenance challenges.
Yeah, that's a great point, Jack. And well, thinking also a little bit, because these have been introductions during the past years, but even if I look a little bit more recent, and Erin, you have been involved very much in the launch of the tight transfer conveyors. We now see that with the first implementations in the field and the reduction of maintenance and skilled work to reduce operator work on the and maintenance on the lines, as well as reductions of up to 70% of tipped cans. I really believe that will be a breakthrough in terms of productivity in the plants.
Yeah, if we think about a solution where there's less human intervention needed, less planned and unplanned downtime associated with it, that really helps our customers be physically more productive during their week, month, year, et cetera.
Yep. I think all the examples you gave, it takes a team to understand kind of the full benefit that those products have brought. So you guys in the plant understanding problems and selling it, and engineering getting a solution, and business development analysts that might be looking at payback and improvements. Do you want to talk a little bit about what we offer beyond just the components we sell?
Yeah, I mean, at a baseline, to be able to bring innovation, we need to be present with our customers on their sites, understand the challenges, understand the different phases that they may be working through. That human-to-human component, I think, is absolutely vital.
Yeah, that's true, Jack. I think a part of the services that come with the products and delivering them at the right place at the right time. There's also the fact of being globally represented, and the deep relation that we have built, and our predecessors also have built within the industry during the years. I think we can only be very thankful for that, because of that relation that we have, and the transparency that we can share different ideas with our partners within the industry. That's the only way to really bring new ideas forward and bring new products, and finally also boost productivity.
Absolutely.
And see, when I've gotten to travel with you guys and the rest of the sales team, it seems like a common topic across all plants is spoilage, and I think that's led to some more initiatives you guys have taken on. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, thinking about our traditional service package, troubleshooting, being on site to fix something or identify what a customer may have on site is something that we've been able to do for decades. As we take that to the next level with our engineers who are really experienced in this industry, being able to deploy them in a very smart way, shoulder to shoulder with our customers, has led to a new service or new offering of our spoilage reduction audits. So really looking at spoilage data, working with the plant teams to do a really deep dive into a specific area or specific bottlenecks within the line is really how we apply and bring our team into the field to help the plant be more productive.
Yeah, that's a great point, Jack.
I think for me in new products, it comes full circle, because you get to bring back all that information you're hearing from the plants, and that helps us pick what projects we want to work on for kind of immediate issues, or 5 year from now issues, or like can line of the future kind of issues, and how to be prepared for that. So
Yeah, I think this is a whole ecosystem we're working within our customers and partners, and we need to have our team be able to address commercially, technically, troubleshooting, service way to bring all that forward.
Yeah, finally it comes down to identifying those topics in the plan that can be improved, and then working on ideas, but also having a good structure in place on how these ideas can be funneled and brought to new products that can finally boost productivity.
yeah. Well, I think this has been a great talk on productivity. As we continue this podcast, we'd like to have some more topics like this that we can share our knowledge from Intralox overall and help our customers support them as they grow. I think that's all we have time for today in this episode of Canversations. Jack and Jasper, thank you so much for being our first guests
Thank you
and
for
for this
having us,
lively
Erin.
conversation together. To our viewers, thank you for tuning in and exploring the world of can making with us. If you enjoyed today's conversation, be sure to subscribe, share, and connect with us. And if you want more can industry insights, services, and innovations from Intralox, you can visit us at intralox.com. Until next time, keep innovating because in this industry we can.
And in
Erin.
honor of the first Canversation podcast, cheers.
Cheers.
Great to be with you all.
Cheers.